Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing our single player playthrough. But first, 1.1 experimental branch is here, so definitely excited to play on it. A few things before we get started here, which is always a good idea, is if you're going to switch to the experimental build, make sure to back up your saves. The save game folder is located usually in your C drive. So if you click on this PC and then local disk C, then you'll see a folder called users, and then you go to your specific username, and then you go to app data, then local, then factory game. Saved, and then save game. That saved games folder's got all your blueprints and all your saves in it. Make sure to back up that save in a separate location, like on your desktop, is always always a really good idea. Before you play on any of your saves with the 1.1 update. That way, if something goes horribly wrong with your game and your saves become corrupt, you can then pull your saves from the desktop and put them back into that folder, overwrite it from from wherever you placed your backup, just move it over and then overwrite, and then you'll be good. And you can go back to 1.0 and stuff like that. So yeah, just a quick little note, the other reason you want to back up your saves is because when you make a save on your on a 1.0 save, if you make it a 1.1 save by saving it, it even says over here to back up your saves on the right side, but I'm wondering why. Oh, there's my mouse. I was like, where's my mouse at? Man, it's always a good idea to back up those saves. Freaking phlegm. But yeah, just that when you make a save on a 1.0 save, it becomes a 1.1 save, which means you cannot go back. You cannot go back to 1.0 and then load that save. So once you're in 1.1, that save is now stuck in 1.1 until the main branch, the main build of the game, which is on 1.0 right now, comes up to 1.1. Then you can go back to the main branch, but you cannot go back to the main branch on that save. You can freely switch, but you won't be able to play on those saves. They are not backwards compatible, so just be aware of that. So yeah, just a quick little note before we get started here, which I have done. I saved that stuff into a specific folder on my desktop where I know the saves are, and went ahead and did that. So anyway, we're going to be playing with some of the new toys today, because we got new toys in the toy box. So let's go ahead and load our save. Now this is no longer 1.0, but I don't think I can load settings. Yeah, I don't think I can change the name of it. Unfortunately. I can make a new save called 1.1, so that's probably what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and load. Alright, and here we are. As you can see in the top left, we are indeed in the experimental branch. Now, one of the things I did notice, because there was an audio focus loss as soon as I tabbed out a little bit earlier, was there's the new option for that. There was also some new options in the gameplay settings. Like this one, dismantle. I've never seen these before, so I think these are part of 1.1. I hope. But yeah, I've never noticed the dismantle crate placement and merge dismantle crates. And then you got sample copy customization and the sample copy settings. So I'm wondering about that as well, because that was the first thing I seen, so that's what I'm going to be attracted to. And we'll check out train stuff in here in a minute as well. But yeah, we're going to be checking this out and playing with some of the new toys. Ooh, some new icons for the boxes. They definitely did not look like that before. Very nice. And we'll probably have some new stuff in the awesome shop, definitely. I'm pretty darn sure. One of the things I am excited about as well is the signs. The signs are definitely, I use signs for lighting and stuff. The signs, let's see. Yeah, when looking at them Oh, they're white as well. Oh, that's going to be fun. Before, when place... Ooh. Well, look at the new train stations things. I actually kind of like that. That's nice. I wonder if you can do longer names, or if it just keeps scrolling. It just scroll forever. But yeah, when you're placing signs, you can't really see it on mine, but when you look really, really close, see that little arrow right there? Here, I'll hit the H key. See the little arrow? That tells me which way the sign is up. I can't tell you how many times I've placed signs and they've been upside down, and then I copy the sign with the middle click and then place it, and then it's upside down, so then I copy it, rotate it, and I place it, and it's still upside down, and it's just, or it's sideways, and it's just like, annoying. So now they have a little arrow to tell you which way's up. So now if I do this, yeah, see, I know which way the sign is going to be pointed. So also, you should be able to do this too. So let's say cancel layout. Is there any cool layouts we could do? Wasn't there a letter one? I thought there was a... No, maybe that's on the other ones. Yeah, we could do stuff like that. Let's say I want that sign, but I don't want to have to... Oops. Let's go ahead and land. There we go. I fixed that. Okay, let's say I want that sign again, but I don't want to have to go up to it, Control C, and then go to the next sign and Control V. I should be able to just... No, not that. I'm good for one of those an episode. I should be able to middle click it and place it. And there you go. All the sounds are weird. Anybody else notice that? Yeah, there's a little bit of an echo and it's a bit more beefy. I don't know if I like that. I like the original sounds, but that's okay. But yeah, that was one of the other cool things, was we can copy signs. I wonder, did we get what we asked for here? Nope. We did not get what we asked for here, which was the... we wanted to be able to zoop signs like this so that we could make long strip lights, but unfortunately that's not the case. However, now that we can just copy the signs, so let's say we turn this into a light. Oops, by changing the layout. I'm sorry, it's sad to see no new layouts, but that's okay. So let's say I want this, and I want this, select the color, erase the text. Okay, let's say I want this light, I can then go... Oh yeah, it's gonna make things a lot faster. Very, very nice. I love it. Okay, but yeah, you can definitely see that the train stations now have the scrolling text. Does that mean we can do longer train stations? There's longer train station names? I am curious. Because there's been a few times where I'm just like, man, I wish there was more text. I don't care if it was scrolling across, and this is exactly what I was talking about. So this right here, which one? Okay, this one right here is the exact length of what it was before. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it in here, Station 83. Yep. We're going to go ahead and paste it into there. So that's the exact amount. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. That is a long... It's a very long name. Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of unfair. Yeah, it kind of takes it back. Yeah. So the names have gotten a little bit longer. They've given us a little more text there, which is nice. I'm happy for that, but I do not like the fact that you can continue typing and then go exit out and then realize that it took a letter or two. Oh, that's something I forgot. Okay. The other new things with trains is you should be able to put the block signal on both sides of the rail. See, we're in right side mode and then left side mode. Aha! Heck yeah! I like that. Okay, they did not change that. The annoying, yeah, you can still only go a foundation and a half. That means they did not change the properties on tracks. Nope, you can still only go 1 point. I am curious though. Oh. Oh. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's a little weird. Yeah, I like that ability. Also, look at this. This is cool. Oh. That's going to make building tracks so much easier. So much faster. I do like that. Okay. So anything new in the transport section? We've got, oh yeah, the buffer stop. So the buffer stop, we can actually just test this. Oh, dude, that is so nice. Because before, if I wanted this, I would have to place the track over here and then do this. But now, I can just do that. Also, did I ruin? No, I didn't. Oh, I can place it anywhere. Oh, yes. I'm like gushing over here over rails. Dude, this is a hell of a facelift. Still didn't fix some of the issues that I have with rails, but dude, this will make me forget about those issues real quick. Oh, this is going to be a long episode. We're not going to get anything done today. And then I can hit the H key and just walk away. Fly away. Dude, this is so good. I love that. I love that you can just put the intersection wherever. The other thing I wanted to try out, I doubt that they did this, but one of the things I wanted to be able to remove these, which you still can't. No, you still can't remove the actual switches. I would love to be able to remove the switches, because sometimes you'll make an intersection, and you got a slightly weird intersection, and you end up having the trains clip through the switch sign, and in those particular situations. But yeah, that is pretty nice. I like being able to do that. But yeah, you can no longer do this, by the way. Place that there. I'm so excited. The phlegm is really bad today. So, one of the things is before... Let's place this here. Two, three, 4, 5. Let's go and back up our train. Meep meep. Hopefully we don't run into another train trying to back out to this intersection. Okay. So before, when you hit the end of a rail, your train would just stop. But apparently that's no longer the case. A little weird that it just kind of clipped into the ground, but yeah. It is a little weird that it derailed all of the cars, not just the ones that came off the track, but that's okay. And of course, we can just re-rail. Which is actually pretty nice. That's one of my oil train cars. There. Okay, let's try this again. But this time, there's a new piece. to keep this from happening in case, you know, you want to make one of those type of tracks that just has an end piece to it. Yeah, we can just shove this here. Can you shove this anywhere? Okay, so you can't connect it in between rails. And you can't just snap it in. Okay. It'll only snap to the edge of track, which is what I was testing there. Of course, I'm so used to the signals being on the right side, and plus, you know, American, so all the signals are on the right side. Everything, we're on the right side of the road, all that stuff. Makes sense, but... Clunk! Nice. I like it. Okay, that was a good test. There you go, buddy. But yes, the new rail system, very nice. Let's see how it handles this. Let's handle a little bit of sloping. Okay, so it's still the same system as far as that. Okay, what about a ramp? Oops. Okay, it will not do a 4 meter because 4 meters are too... Dude, that saves so much time though. Okay, so the rail is still the same type of system where it's always level no matter what. Basically the build tries to keep the rail level at all times. Unless it's directly on a slope going up. But in that case, then it's perfectly straight, but it's not. Or it just, you know, just tries to keep it level, so. Pretty cool. Let's see if there's anything new over here. Anything new in special? No. Anything new in production? Obviously not. They wouldn't have. This is more of a decorative update more than anything else, and fixing certain issues. Apparently, I don't have that unlocked yet. I'm just looking. No new signs. None of that. The only thing new here is the buffer stop. Oh yeah, and then the conveyor tube stuff. Which is pretty cool. Now, I'm not into using conveyor tubes, but I can definitely see where this will be useful. Instead of building, let's say you have many factories like I do, and you want to have a hypertube going to these many factories. In the 1.0, or, you know, update 8, all that stuff, you would have to build multiple tubes with and have multiple entrances. Basically, each tube from end to end is its own tube. And that's it. There is no alternate to anything like that. You cannot merge tubes or anything. One tube from one end to the other is that's it, right? But with this new update, you can now do these hypertube junctions and branches. Basically, what I could see that doing is you have a hypertube hub, or you have a hypertube building, and you only have one hypertube entrance. And that hypertube entrance, let's say it goes to this side of the map. It goes to that one hypertube can go to that factory and that factory over there, and also maybe even go to that factory way up there on the mountain. I could definitely see where that'd be extremely useful, having one single tube, and then it's just like the rail lines when you're getting close to the junction. It basically has a little graphic to tell you which way you're going, so then you can hit A or D to be able to do that. Now, I'm not going to show it off because, like I said, I don't have a rail network, so... What happened to you? Why are you empty? Are you just now getting back with a second load? But also you were completely empty? Or mostly empty? That's fine. That is funny, though. But yeah, pretty freaking cool, man. There wasn't anything new inside these, right? Edit timetable, turn off. Nah, timetable and everything there is the same. Okay, I was just seeing if there's anything new as far as that goes. But yeah, pretty cool. Being able to have one tube go to multiple factories and you just have these junctions You either have the Y junction where you go left or right coming up from one way, or you can have this one where you can go left or right, and that doesn't matter which way you enter the junction, you can go any direction. So it definitely can be very, very useful. No new foundations yet. No new walls yet. Oh no, here we go. The roll-up gate. So this is a big door. A very big door. It's 2 foundations wide. By 8 meters, basically. So it's 16 by 8, which is very, very nice.
Boring.
Shut up. Okay, very, very nice. The only problem is when a train comes near it, I bet it's not going to roll up. Kind of like the, kind of like these doors here. These doors don't move over. When trains go through, unless you're in the train. And sometimes not even then, because it's going too fast. Ooh, look at these. Corner road barrier. Ah. That's pretty interesting. Very interesting. I'm guessing that's for like this stuff. Yeah. So you can kind of corner the stuff together. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. Very, very nice. Okay, that's all the stuff so far, but I bet inside of the summer sleep, looks like the autosave is a bit bigger. A little bit. Fix it specials, no new tapes. There's the hard drive, but nothing else. Management, conveyor wall hole. We're buying that. Conveyor throughput. Buying that. Okay, so yeah, that's the other thing is the conveyor wall hole. You can place these on walls and it'll anywhere and it'll work, which is a bit nice. No Ada. Sadly. Ada was not working for that, but that's okay. Organization. Basic shelf unit. That seems pretty nice. No, not going to say anything about that? Okay. I'm curious about that too. Customizer, anything new here? No. Nothing new there either. Sad. Nothing new there. Sad. And we've got the elevator. I gotta buy just that. I'm just reading it. Alright. And of course we got the beam pack. Obviously these aren't correct. Yeah, look at this. So we've got the shelf beam and the I-beam and then the round concrete beam. That's a weird place to put that. That's okay. Then we've got the braided cable cluster. And then that includes beam supports and beam connectors as well. Okay. And then we've got the large fan, which is nice to add a little bit of extra to your builds. So I'm buying it one by one just in case Ada had something to say about it, but Yeah, nothing new there yet. Of course, we got parts. Okay, cool. Is there anything new with the Awesome Sync? Probably not. But always gotta check it out. Anything new with this? I wonder if I can scan a hard drive. Yeah, seeing if there's anything new in the research trees. Like I said, I doubt it. Oh, here we go. There is something new, the priority merger. We should have enough stuff to do that. I wish I'd just pull out of the Dimensional Depot, because I have that in the Dimensional Depot. I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, the crystal oscillator, there we go. And then what was the other thing? It was... it was reinforced plates. It's annoying because that sticks there, but... That's funny. Of course, the power slug stuff. Yeah, we'll be unlocking rocket fuel eventually. Well, I mean, we have the means to do it. I'm just lazy. And power slugs, and then nothing new in alien technology. Okay, cool. So that's how you get the priority merger then. And then, so we can go ahead and build that. Priority merger. So yes, very, very nice. This is the thing I've wanted for a long, long time. Because you always end up, when you're merging lines, you always end up, if you're trying to balance a line out, and you want, let's say you want the right side, this side, coming in. Oh yeah, that's the other thing we gotta check out too, here in a minute. But yeah, let's say I want this to be the priority, but now I've also got a line coming in here. Yeah, but I've got a belt coming in here, and these two are merging, and it's taking a bit from this side and a bit from this side, and it's just alternating back and forth. But this line I want to run continuously, and this one I don't care about. It was always a struggle with that, trying to figure out how to make that so it merged. What you can do, of course, is you could merge the belt, or do the math on the belts, and then have those belt speeds changed accordingly, so it does do a continuous run. But all other factory games always had a priority merger. Even Factorio, priority merger. Foundry, priority merger. Always. But now we've got priority mergers. So now we've got 3 different levels of priority. Low, medium, high, in case you're using all 3. So now I can go this one as high and this one as low. So that way it always takes from this side. And then if this side isn't quite the belt speed that's coming out, the belt speed that's coming out is going to take items from here, and it's going to take items from here, and if this belt isn't 780, then it's going to start pulling from this side, which is very, very nice. Something I've wanted for a very, very long time. Yeah, and then of course the other thing is we've got the wall holes. We'll take a look at those. So I used to have a mod in Season 3, if you guys watched Season 3, where basically what the mod did was it took the floor hole and it tipped it sideways, like a full 90 degrees, and then you could place it on the wall. And then what they did was they changed the properties so that it was a connector for belts rather than just for lifts. so that it'd make that work. And then you could place that wherever you wanted on the wall, and it works. So now we've got this, which is very, very nice. This is a wall hole. We can place it wherever we want, which is pretty freaking cool. So we can go up to, looks like 4 per wall, at least side by side and clean. What'd be nice is if it actually put a hole through the wall, but I was not expecting them to even have those kind of walls, because before that, if you wanted proper wall holes, the only way you could do that is with these. Honestly, they should just get rid of these conveyor wall holes. I mean, what they could do is they could add more options to it. Have single, and then have single. Have the single one anywhere along the line or whatever. If they want to keep these in, I would say add more options to it. But yeah, before, this is the most amount of wall, or most amount you can have going through the wall. But yeah, that is pretty darn nice. So very, very happy for that. I was hoping that they would have added more shapes to kind of fix some of the holes that we have for different types of stuff right there, but obviously not. Yeah, pretty happy for that. I can't believe we're already 30 minutes into this and we still got so much to look at. It's going to be a long video. Looking at all the cool new stuff. We're going to do it all in one take, too. I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, the other thing to look at is lifts. Yeah, so we've got our lift here. So before, let's just do this. Change that to concrete so it's not so expensive for me. There we go. Let's go 3. And then, why did that scroll down? 1. Oops. 3. And then 1. I'm pretty sure I put a... Oh, I did. It's fine. It'll still work. But yeah, let's say I've got my factory here with multiple floors. Right? And we have our floor hole here. So I've got the material coming up on this side, and I've got the material going out on this side. So I put my floor holes in like this. And then we grab ourselves a conveyor lift. Needs to be coming in from this side. Ooh, hold on. Hold on. Oh. I thought we were going to be able to place something weird. That was definitely a bug, but yeah, I was just like, wait a minute, can you place the lifts on shorter things now? But no, you can't. This is the shortest they go unless you modify it like we have in the past. What the heck? Why'd that go sideways? Oh, it's because of where I placed it. So. Yeah, so then I've got my material coming in, and I've got to put stuff here, but I've also got to continue it up the floor. The old way of doing this, and this is the way I usually do it, somewhat a version of this, is we'll take ourselves a smart splitter just to, make sure it stays balanced, because it's not, let's say it's not quite bringing in. It's bringing in what I need, but I need to split it nicely rather than just split it. So I'll put my splitter down, grab my lift, snap that to the splitter, and then I set my priorities and stuff like that. And then what I want to do is I want to carry it up. So the only way to do that was I'd do this like that. And then what you can do is you can snap it to this lift and then do that. And that's now split on my floor, right? And the same with mergers. If you wanted to merge, Of course, you have to do this up here instead. Like that. Ooh, look at those new mergers. Look at those new mergers. They got new things. New things that are colorable. Very nice. Also, this merger's going the wrong way. That's okay, I can do it here. Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll pull my lift down, and then once again snap it to the lift, and then to the merger, and there you go. And that's how I would merge. And then the machine here would have a belt that would go to the left and to the right, and then slap in. And that's how I'd get multiple floors merged and split and stuff like that. And if you had a line, you could use this splitter or use another set of splitters, you know, whatever. But that's basically the idea. How I'd merge and split lines between floors. That's certainly a way to do it. There's a few different ways you could do that. Let's get rid of all this. We don't have to get rid of that bottom one, just this stuff. Now we can have our lift. Also, this lift is completely the wrong way. What the? Am I going crazy, or... I'm probably going crazy. That's fine. No, seriously, what the heck? Didn't I just place that sideways? No, I must have screwed that up somehow. But now I can go ahead and place... we're going to test this once the autosave is done. We get our conveyor splitter, so now I can place these along here. Which is very nice. I don't like that you can't place it right at the bottom. That is a little annoying. Also, there is no front-facing splitter. There's just the two sides. Why is there no third hole for the splitter? Huh. Oh, maybe if I place it down. Can I, like, mess with it? No, I can't place it. I can't mess with it. Unfortunately, they have made it a little harder. Or they have made it harder to work with something like that. Because it doesn't... I mean, I could do it this way, I suppose. That'll be fine. Also, I don't like the one side has a flat wall like that, and this side has a weird, like, kind of, I don't know, tin look, I guess. That's weird. But hey, you know what? Splitters. Vertical splitters. So now I got splitters wherever I want. All along these lifts. Same with mergers. And we can now have mergers. Can you do this with priority mergers? You can do this with priority mergers. Very nice. Of course, the priority merger also turns it to a only 2 split. Which is very strange. I'd imagine it's because they're taking the port... Oh. Did it do... No, it only did it with this one. Oh, interesting. It changed it to a Mark 1 look, but it's still a Mark 5. That's very strange. But yes, being able to mess with that is pretty cool. What about smart splitters? Okay, smart splitters can also be placed. A smart splitter, programmable splitter, programmable splitter, priority merger, normal merger, normal splitter, smart splitter, programmable splitter. Very nice. That's what they all look like. See the... Oh. I was going to say, see, the merger looks okay, but also... Oh. You should be able to program which sides when you're putting mergers down like that. Is there any way... No, there's no way to swap it to... Oh, yeah, okay, no. Must be on the left. Okay, cool. I'm very happy with that, though. I'm very happy that that they've added this, because it does make my life a lot easier. I will say that. Oh yeah, so one thing with pipes, one of the things you run into with pipes is if you, let's say you have a pipe going up and you put a junction on it, which I'm very sad that they didn't do anything with pipes with the junction, but you put a junction on it and then you paint one side and then you remove the junction, the pipe is then two separate segments. So I'm curious if it's going to do the same here. I just thought about that. So let's say I put my lift down and I put my merger down and I go, oh crap, I should have painted that. So then I go to paint it, but I only paint one side and then I remove the... Nope, okay, so it does go back to whatever it was before you placed it, which is actually what pipe should do. Pipe should do that too. But yeah, that is pretty nice though. I do like that. The other thing I wanted to test too, which I doubt is a thing, but we will try. So let's say I have this wall, just like that, right? And I paint my wall black. If I sample this, will the wall be black? Yes, finally! Can tell you how many times I've built with that and then had to paint the whole freaking build. I was basically just creating blueprints at one point. Creating blueprints with just like basic wall color, so that I didn't have, like, if I was working on a factory that I knew the mainly the walls were going to be one color, I would make a blueprint of that wall, or a piece of that wall, and then I could just place it down, or I'd end up having to paint the whole thing. Oh, that is so nice. Speaking of colors, have they fixed the color bug? Probably not, but we will try. So I say I want to scroll down here and I want to select this quartz. Nope. Dang it. I select quartz and it goes all the way back up here. So if I select this one, it goes to that. Ugh, that is annoying. Still color bug. Oh well. I was hoping they'd fix the color bug, but that's okay. That's just a minor difference. I've been dealing with it for a long time, so it's not like it's a, extremely big deal. But yeah, I was really hoping they'd have more foundation pieces too. Like having the bigger outer corner extension pieces, the bigger outer corners to match the bottom sides of these, and having the bigger inner one to match that as well. Like, that would be pretty nice, but that is alright. Let's see. What should we mess with next? I was going to mess with something, but now I don't remember. I don't remember what I wanted to mess with. Yeah, these are pretty cool. So we've got the normal fan. Luckily, they don't need power to work. They just work. So that makes things pretty nice looking. Then we've got this vent. Is there a fan in there? Or no, it's just a black hole. Okay. So basically, you get these on the top of see, production. If you actually look at the top of the refinery, I couldn't remember the name for some reason. If you look at the top of the refinery, it's got a similar shape. So when I was first seeing the video, I thought, oh, that's just the tops of their refineries sticking out. And then I realized that there was no exhaust port either. It's like, oh. So yeah, you can make your factories look a little more factory. Oh, we got to test these shelves. The shelves is what I also wanted to test. How do these work? Oops. Oh, you can zoop them. Zoop them up. Zoop them sideways. Zoop them this way, that way. Nice. Place a few shelvings. Okay. So they don't work like actual boxes. I was hoping they would have an inventory where I could put a box on it. But I guess you just have to be like, eh. Is that where I placed it? What if I placed something over here? Eh. Where did that go? I'll have one on the floor. Supercomputer? No, supercomputer also goes on the floor. Okay, so these aren't the greatest. They need some work. The shelving needs some work. I was hoping that they would be in inventory, and when you place something in there, it'd place the item on the shelf for you, just in a random location. Like that would have been nice. A really nice touch. But yeah, you can still mess with it if you like. Alrighty, so then I guess moving on here. Not with transport. Oh yeah, the elevators. We'll have to mess with those. Those will be the big finale pieces that we mess with. Because those are like one of the biggest. Oh yeah, so belts. So let's say I want to make this corner. Oops. Of course, I've messed it up already. Alright. So let's say I want to mess with this corner. Before... What the... Interesting. Okay, I could just make a loop. This was the default mode. This was the straight mode. And that's all you had. Now we have the curved mode, which makes it look really nice. Dude, that is nice. Let's see, I do want to test the limits on the curve mode as well. So, let's say I want this one. Dude! Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. I was just like, oh, is it going to let me place that anyway? But nope. Well, look at this curve. So it's on a spline system, too, with that. Dude, look at that curve. It's beautiful. That was, it wasn't impossible to do before, but it definitely turns several hours worth of work into about 2 minutes. Into about a minute. That is really nice. I like that. What about this? Oh. Dude, look at that. Oh, I like that. So it works vertically as well. Dude, that is... Wow. So it's basically on a spline system now, so you can make belts look really cool. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, that does make my day. Doing all kinds of crazy stuff with belts. We'll have to do more stuff with belts now. And now we could decorate with belts. Make things look nice. Do these have any other modes? No, just reverse. Okay, I'm just curious. So then piping. Piping as well should have this mode. Okay, so auto mode. This is what you normally get. And then let's say... What do I want to do? I want to do... Let me just do a painted meme here. Logistics. I know this is kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to play with stuff. Okay, so let's say I want to fix this corner. The only way previously, if I wanted the corner to be clean, I would go over here and do this, and that's how I'd make the corner clean. Basically, that was the basic idea. To make the corner clean, or just have to settle with that. You could do auto 2D, you could do noodle. Noodle mode was always kind of disappointing because it was kind of just And then horizontal to vertical, that kind of give it a little bit of a bend. More like it'd be more like auto mode, but not quite. But now we've got curve mode. Okay, and again, how crazy can we go with the curve? Oh, dude. Look at that. See, what I was trying to do with my mega bridge over in the desert was I was going to use pipes as supports. But the problem is when you go from a vertical thing, it would just... Oh, that looks so nice. But yeah, we'll use straight mode in a minute. So go from here to here. You have straight mode, right? Or straight mode. You have auto mode, and then you have horizon, or you have auto 2D, which doesn't really work. So I rarely use it, if ever. And then you have noodle mode, which is like that wasn't what I was expecting. And then horizontal to vertical, which makes pipes look really nice. And then curve mode. Yeah, curve mode works really good. Let's go higher. So I could use these to build big old cables. I mean, don't really need to do that anymore, but oh, that didn't. Is it? Curve mode doesn't really work that way either. Interesting. So curve mode doesn't really work vertical. It's very similar to noodle mode in that regard. I was hoping it would do a nice even curve, but maybe it's just because the axis is in the wrong spot. Like, we back this up and we go here instead. I mean, it's much better than noodle mode, I'll tell you that much. We can actually grab a difference here. I'm actually very curious. Yeah, see? There's noodle mode, there's curved mode, so the pipe is much more curved. It still puts a straight spot in it, but that is much more curved than the old mode. Very, very nice. I'm getting swept away. And then, of course, you've got straight mode. With just like the belts, you can go really crazy with it. Very, very nice. But there was one other thing I was kind of curious about. I doubt that they did anything with this, but let's see. So no. They did not do anything with that. Always annoying. That's okay. I didn't expect them to, but I was hoping. I was always hoping. Very, very cool. I like that. I like the new pieces though. Okay, then that begs the question, what's these all about? So we've got beam here, diagonal, freeform, default. So I got the normal beam mode, and then you've got the little, can't seem to rotate. Oh, there we go. The beam shelf. These are more like beam connectors that you would have like here, and then Oh. I mean, sure. Okay, not too bad though. And then you've got the round concrete beam. Ooh. Yeah, zooping these is going to be really nice for like supports and things. I like that. And how do these color? These you're not allowed to paint them. No, you can't paint these? That's kind of annoying. They're concrete. I understand the braided cable, but... Yeah, so you got a single cable. So with this cable, is there any, like... No. So there's no special modes or anything like that to make the cable, like, bend. It's okay, though. You can still do straight angles, which does also work. And then we've got the braided cable. The braided cable cluster, which looks like it's 5 cables with the centerpiece. Nice. I still like it. Of course. Get your... How does that look? Oh, it doesn't want to go to the top. That's fine. So nothing new there. We've looked at those. Alright, so that's all the new stuff for that particular section. Yeah, what I was hoping was they would have outer corner pieces like this so that I could fix... There's a specific factory I have that I wanted to fix, but with the 1.1 update, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that chance. Because it has these pieces, but you don't have the upside down version of those. You don't have an inverted version of those walls, the specific walls. And also, we don't have 2 meter tilted walls or 1 meter or anything like that, or 2 meter and 1 meter pieces like this, so you can make decent roofs with it, unfortunately. And you don't have 8 meter roof either. See, like this outer corner here, I want this outer corner, but for the big 8 meter walls. That's what I want. I really want that. Yeah, but nothing new there. Unless there's new stuff in the hub, which we haven't visited yet. To see if there's anything new there. I doubt it, but we can always go look. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. Alrighty. Well, let's see. Was there anything else we wanted to really look at that's kind of just looking, I guess? I don't think so. I don't think there's anything new with much of this. I was also hoping they would have the stackable ceiling mount for pipes, but they don't. They didn't have that either. To make stacking those pipes a little bit easier, but that's okay. There's always ways around it. Is there anything new with these boxes? Like, do they hold more? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and head over to the hub because I want to see that. Where's this train going? That's Conquer Train 2. Is any train that I could... No, I don't see any trains over here. Let's go ahead and head back to the hub because I want to see if there's anything new over there. Alrighty, so now we are back here at the hub. Let's go see if hubby's got anything for... I'm kidding. Anything new? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Looks like we've unlocked everything still. Okay, so no new stuff in the tiers. That's fine. Anything new in here? Nope. Nothing new in there. Okay, so yep. Nothing new there. Alright, so now I want to try the elevator. The elevator is what I want, and I know a place I'm gonna put one, or 2, or 3, or 4. Maybe 2. Or 1 on each end. Ooh. So, you know the very big mall that we have? I need to remove these power connectors because the mall should be connected to power. I say should be. Yeah, and I've got my sorter system in there. That is what is behind those windows. Yep, welcome to my mall. If you have not seen it, yeah, Whitestone Industries, a big old mall. This thing is 6 floors tall, has over 100 stores, and is very, very nice. It's got a Fixmas tree in the middle of it at the moment. I was thinking about removing the Fixmas tree, this big Fixmas tree to put the. I wanted to put the space elevator in the middle here, but I have decided against that because, well, 1, I won't be able to get the Fixmas tree back if I do that. So, because I cannot place Fixmas things at the moment. I could place the little Fixmas gift trees. Because I made a blueprint of them, but this one we couldn't put it in a blueprint, which was unfortunate. Yeah. Now changing that one. Oh, broke my arms. Changing that one thing did change all of my lights to like a lightish blue. But I was thinking I could put the elevator in here. Somewhere. Ooh, you know what? We could put the elevator here. Yeah. Put the elevator like right here. Let's see how big is this elevator? Is it under architecture? No, it's under organization, I think, right? And no. Where was it? Special. No, that's where I would have put it. Architecture. No? Where in the heck? Oh, transportation, of course. That makes more sense. Alright, so the way this elevator is supposed to work is you put the elevator down. Looks like it's 1 foundation tall. Or 1 foundation in size. That makes it really nice. Oh, you can't nudge it. Which is unfortunate. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do a zoop, or vertical. And we'll take this wall here, turn that to zoop as well. And then we're going to put an elevator shaft right here in the middle. Personal elevator. Alright, so now we can go ahead and zoop this all the way to the top, which is going to be very, very nice. Okay, perfect. Oh, it tells you the, does it tell you the height? Like on each floor, or does it tell you straight from where it started? Oh, from where it started, it tells you how high it is. Okay. And then, with that, we can then go ahead and place our stops. Oh, so you could place the stops anywhere along this. So what if I place it right here in the middle of this? Will it adjust? It does adjust size. Okay, interesting. I was just curious. And then elevator floor stop. So we do want our stop floors on each floor here. Oh, dude, this is nice. I like this. Of course, we got to go through and remove all of our things. Yeah, I was planning on building escalators, but I was having trouble doing that. Okay, so here's one of the questions I always had. With this power connector, does the elevator just work? Hello. Okay, so the elevator does not work without power. That's okay. That is. I don't like the power connector being that low, but yeah, that is okay. I can go ahead and pull this. Now, unfortunately, it won't be Fixmas power lines anymore, unless I do. So I have some Fixmas blueprints. There, did they get? Did they all get erased? No, they're still here. Fixmas lights foundation 2-meter roof. Like I said, I made some blueprints. Now they're not the best. Unfortunately. I cheated. Slightly. What happens if I... No, I can't even pick it. No, I don't want to change that. There we go. Okay. We'll just have to connect it like that. It's fine. I mean... Unless I connect it like this. I'll have to put the 2-meter. I'll put the 2-meter right above it. I guess right there. Gotta be very, very careful here. Okay, so it is now powered, right? Huh. Doesn't seem to wanna... I can't get this elevator to work. Oh, of course. I'm stupid. These aren't actually connected. Oh, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, let me remove these blueprints. They're broken. Because I overlaid it to the top, so I thought it was connected for some reason. What the... Oh no! I accident... No. Well, I mean, since I've already done it, I might as well just do both of those. Unfortunate. That's okay. Yeah, it wasn't actually powered. Because I am a fool. A foolish fool. There, now it should be powered. Hey! Sweet. So if I go next floor. Huh, that was actually pretty nice. That was a nice ride. But yeah, now my question is, do I have power here? I do have power here, so what that means is the elevator transfers power between floors. So you can use the elevator as a means of getting power to different floors. Nice. Let's go all the way to the top. This is so nice. Hold on. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, you can't hit the emergency stop button? Oh. Ding ding. That's pretty nice. Yeah, this is lovely, man. Then we can select an icon. I don't think we really need an icon for that. What if I change the color of it to say like red without setting a... Oh, it's a question mark. Oh dear. Ooh, I like that. And then what we need to do is go sign green. Of course. Fair. That's usually what the color is, right? It's like a green usually. There we go. So I am curious though, like what I would like to see happen is them to be able to you can type in the number and that'll appear on the button. You know, kind of like a traditional elevator. Basically, yeah, just a traditional elevator. You just have the buttons with the numbers on them. That would be nice. Being able to put numbers on these. You know, like a traditional elevator. Being able to put letters or numbers as well, like put a G on this one, that kind of thing. Really nice though. I do like the elevator. So can you do this? Probably not. Ah, that was too slow. I got turned around. Sorry, I'm stupid. Look at that. Oh, that's a nice sight to come out of an elevator to a vehicle. This is my, but yeah, this is my Christmas level. It's got all my Christmas factory stuff on it, as you can see here. Also, inside of this is my Fixmas storage. How many boxes do I have left? So, because the Fixmas event is over, I can no longer produce Fixmas gifts. However, I have 1,000,000 boxes worth. Okay, this one's almost empty. Wow. Oh, the first one is almost empty. This is going to last me all year, man. Yeah, see, I just have boxes and boxes and boxes. Yeah, I just let my factory build up the store, the Christmas or the Fixmas present storage, so I could continue to produce those items if I wished. Now, what would be nice, which I wish they would have done, but that's okay since they didn't. But I would have really liked if they allowed us to place these all year round, as long as you unlock them. You know. There's a double footstep in there. Okay, but can I... It lags when I press the button. No, it's too fast. Also, is this elevator... Yeah, this elevator's not safe. It should have a double door. Oh, and then of course... whoops. I think I have one. And of course there is a bug with a funny bug with these. You like fall out of it. There we go. It doesn't know what to do. What happens if we get inside of it? like it. Going up is not as exciting. You can drive around. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's go! I like that. This is fun. I have enjoyed this. We do need to paint this to the proper colors, though. Does that paint the whole elevator? It does not. Okay, so you need to paint... You need to paint the individual floors. That's fine. Yeah, that's pretty nice, though. I do like that. Very nice elevator. I do like that there's elevator music. So it looks like you can have up to, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can have up to 25 floors with your elevator. That's not too bad. And I do like that there's windows on the outside, so you can, like, get in the elevator, look at the big Christmas tree, and go, I want to go to the Fixmas floor, or the Christmas floor, the Fixmas floor. Yay! And of course, because this vehicle's here and it's got its lights on, it blinds you as you come in. Oh yeah, so one thing I did want to test out, is it still possible, since I've got a cart on me, is it possible to still duplicate items? So this is how you normally duplicate items in the game, if you did not know, in the 1.0 version. Is you would put down your self-fix-it factory cart, access the inventory, and then put the item you want to duplicate. Let's say I want to duplicate this slug. Then you hold the F key over it, and then you delete it. Okay, so the duplication bug has been fixed with 1.1, unfortunately. So definitely need to get your duplication in now while while you're still, if you're still on 1.0, definitely get that in. So the duplication bug has been fixed with 1.1. Very nice, though. Very nice. I like that. That elevator made me very, very happy. Yeah, so a lot of cool, neat little new toys that we can play with. Very, very nice. Now, of course, since I have now saved and whatnot, with the autosaves, this save is now a 1.1 save, so I can no longer go back. I'm trying to remember if there was any other neat little toys that we could play with, but not to my knowledge. There's not. Yeah, so there is another thing that I've completely forgotten about, but it is a really nice feature nonetheless. Let's go ahead and take some damage real quick. Then switch to our jetpack because we forgot I was holding a hoverpack thing. We can now dismantle these across the world. I really wish they dismantle all in one rather than dismantling the individual pieces, but I am okay with being able to dismantle it at all. So we got some extra stuff for that. So now, if we go around to all the different crash sites, if we come across a crash site where the hard drive's already been taken, we can then remove the crash site entirely. Or if it's in the way of our factory building, that kind of stuff. So really, really nice with that. There is one other thing that we do need to play with, but I wanted to kind of play with it also at the more at the end of the video. I know we've gone over an hour now, having fun with all the new stuff, so I'm just kind of covering all the bases. But yeah, being able to dismantle the crash sites is a really, really nice feature as well, especially if it's in the way of building, or if you're on a multiplayer game, like a server, you can then remove those crash sites once you've taken the hard drive out of them, so that people don't see a crash site and then start heading towards it. Now, obviously, you can do that with the scanner to verify if it has a hard drive or not, but yeah, pretty nice there. Okay, so there are a few improvements that I have not covered as well, so we'll go ahead and cover those real quick. One of the ones that I have not covered is the nudging thing. So they have improved nudging by quite a bit, and I will show you that. Let's go ahead and hit the H key here. So we've got the nudge. Obviously, you can nudge like this. Now, before the previous nudging, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Usually it'd say max distance, but sometimes in certain situations it'd let you go with that one extra. But now, I can nudge forever. I can nudge forever. Hell yes. Thank you. Such a nice thing. You don't have to have a mod for that anymore. So yeah, we've got infinite nudge as well as vertical nudge. I don't know if everything has all these nudge options, but yes. Thank you for vertical nudging and left and right, and just very nice. This is not a mod, that is part of the 1.1 update, which is awesome. This video is going to be damn near 2 hours long, I think. Okay, so that was one of the other things. The other thing that has been improved, I don't know if I have any blueprints for this, but let's say wire machines. Okay, let's say I wanted to... So normally, you'd place this blueprint down, and then place another blueprint nearby, just like that. And then what you'd have to do between blueprints is you would have to then go and take a belt, connect them up, because there was no way of doing this. Same with power lines. Have to connect them up, right? It would probably be advantageous to have a let me grab some power real quick. Really steal too far? Okay, we'll just connect to that then. There we go. Do we not have power over there? No, we definitely have power. Why are these still red? Oh, right, because they're not connected from side to side. Duh. So then, yeah, I'd have to then connect with this, and then we've got power, right? So you get all that. Let's put a power pole up here. Right, then I can go ahead and remove these, and then, of course, remove that. So that's how the normal blueprint system works currently in 1.0. Also, it's April Fool's, so we've got some interesting looking creatures. You got very small balloon giraffe thing majigs. I forget the name of them. The bean. And you got very big lizard doggos, and you've got these creatures. These were the original creatures that were supposed to be on the planet. Kind of monkey looking things. Yeah, that's aside, but now, with blueprints, let's go ahead and take that same wire machine. Auto connect. So I don't know how this works exactly. Okay, so playing with this a bit more, I think I've managed to figure it out here. Took me a minute to get it figured out, but I was just like, okay, yeah, it doesn't understand which belts I'm trying to use here. So basically, in order to get the auto connect mode, it doesn't appear to like too far away. What happens if I nudge? Okay, so the nudge, putting it in place and then nudging it would also work. So any belts that are too far away will not auto-connect, it looks like. It'll be improved, hopefully. I mean, the one they showed was, like, amazing, but yeah, this one's kind of just eh. But yeah, it does try to auto-connect, so you need to have, you need a way for the game to tell it which belt you're trying to do, and then it's trying to auto-connect to this. So basically, the way I'd done that was I built the blueprint without the belts. Okay, that's weird. But I built the blueprint without the. Obviously, I built the blueprint in the blueprinter without the belts. Place the two blueprints the way I was going to place them originally. Connected between the two blueprints. Removed the one that doesn't have the belt that has the belts going in. I removed that blueprint, and then what I ended up with was this. So the belts are perfectly straight. And then what it's trying to do is then it's trying to logically work out how far I want this. Looks like a foundation and a half is roughly about the distance that you can go. Now there was a second click there. The only thing, the only thing I don't like about this is you end up with this right here. This little piece here. See, that's between the two. I'm not a fan of having that, because then if I go to paint this, I gotta paint each section and so on. But yeah, not bad. It's not a bad thing though. Oh, it does remove it all though. Oh, cool. So it removes even the auto-connected piece. Now there was a second click in there, and I want to see why that was. Oh, so you click the first one to where you want it to connect to confirm the auto connect, and then you can move it wherever, and obviously it can only go a certain distance. Then you move it wherever, and you can create some really crazy funky stuff like this. Okay, so the auto connect is pretty cool. As you can see, it used the curved mode to build that. That's pretty funny. So then if I go to remove this blueprint, it removes all of it. Okay. All right, so in order for you to auto connect, you're going to have to build in a way. Let me get out let me get out a blueprinter. You have to build in a. Ow. Why couldn't they put a freaking power connector on that stupid blueprinter? So that when you're near the blueprinter, you just connect it up to power, and then you have power to fly around. I've wanted that for so long. I'm kidding. But yeah, so if I load this blueprint here, you do need a way for the game to recognize how how you're going to connect that. So to get started with, so I guess what you could do is let's take this blueprint here, or what we could do is we could, like, as long as it wasn't too close, we do something like this. And then this one was a splitter. Because I can't put a blueprint over a blueprint like that, because it's got machines in it. Oops. Connect in between there, so you have this little stub, essentially. I mean, you probably want it a little bit longer so that you can easily paint it, but yeah. But then you can go ahead and save, confirm. Oops. Save and confirm. Oh, did you also notice too, while painting belts, it no longer lags the hell out of the game. See? It no longer freaking lags the hell out of everything when it tries to paint, which is nice. I wonder if you could. I'm curious as well. Oh, that's no longer the blueprint it was anymore. Um, can you do an auto connect mode? No, you can't auto connect within the blueprinter. Okay, I was just curious if you could do that, because then you could do some really crazy stuff. But that is okay. All right, let's go ahead and clear the blueprinter. Remove the blueprint. So no, it doesn't have to be on grid either to auto connect blueprints. I was basing that off of what we had already seen. Okay, so we confirm the auto connect and then we move where we want it. Oh, and then if you cancel it, okay. Yeah, and then we can do some crazy stuff like that. So, yeah, you could have little stubs coming out, and then that way we can auto connect. So you do have to have a way for it to tell what you want. Then of course, with this, it doesn't want to. Okay, so you have to. The way you also have to connect it is you do have to connect it in a way, or you have to build your blueprints in a way that connects the way you're going to build that blueprint. Either that or you'd have stubs on both sides, and maybe that would probably work, but yeah, you probably have stubs on both sides. But yeah, that's the basic thing. And they're supposed to work with pipes and train lines too, which is pretty nice. Because having a blueprint with train lines was always impossible, because you could put two blueprints and two train lines that look like the train lines are connected, but they're not actually connected in the game. The game doesn't recognize they're connected, so the train would just hit the end or hit the edge of the blueprint and then stop. So that is pretty nice as well. Yeah, the auto that is going to save a bit of time, but you do have to build the blueprint correctly in order for the auto connect to actually work. You do have to have it, which does make sense, because it's a mechanism that if you're trying to connect between two splitters or two mergers, it doesn't know what mark belt you want. And it doesn't know that there's a belt going to be connected between those, so it doesn't try. Maybe they'll improve that. I doubt it, but yeah. Everything is looking pretty good though so far. Definitely enjoying the update with all of its contents. All right, so yeah, they've done a lot of little quality of life fixes as well, with a lot of stuff. One of them of note was that you could cut down trees now with the chainsaw and they'll fall over. I don't know if it works with explosives too, but and then there's some VFX fixes with the nobelisks, and there was also some VM fixes with the gas pillars. They're now calling them. They no longer call them fart rocks apparently. So with the gas pillars and the plants as well. The new gas is supposed to look good. Unfortunately, I don't have any gas around me, as far as I know. I've removed a lot of it. It's gonna hurt. Woo! I can't believe I gained power right at the last moment. That would have been the end of the video if I died. Because I'm still on my no streak. Oh, there is new polish effects for the. Oops. Let's get our jetpack before I die. Ooh. Oh, new sounds too. Oh, pretty. Yeah, I want to see the gas effect as well. All right, let's see this gas effect. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, interesting. It's different, like, got different color to it. It's a little more gassy, a little more smoky, a little more 3D. It's like looking at a 3D movie without 3D glasses. That's what it reminds me of. Very, very nice, though. So a lot of really cool quality of life changes. I did want to try and cut down a tree, because I do have a chainsaw. You know, I kind of want to see this tree falling over. So it's like the trees no longer just explode into nothing. They do fall over. So I do want to test that out because I think that would be really cool to see. Chainsaw. They still explode. But they do fall over. That was funny. It's just like, I'm going to fall over and then explode. It's like, oh, okay. Apparently we're still in a Michael Bay movie, but that's alright. So what about these, like, weird-looking trees? Oh. It still needs some fixing. Sorry. Yeah, that ain't bad. I do like the extra added effect. It definitely, brings up their margin a bit, rather than exploding trees. But we've all gotten so used to exploding trees that... oh, and apparently, so if you run into foliage with vehicles now, the foliage does break and explode and stuff like that, so that's pretty nice. I won't show that, but yeah, very, very cool. Okay, so that was one of the other things that I wanted to basically just kind of look at. They are bringing in controller support. There's a no fuel setting for the new advanced stuff, and then, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at my paper. But yeah, so finally to the last effect that we want, or the last effect, the last thing that we wanted to look at, which is the new photo mode. I love this building. I do love this building. Yeah. So let's look at the new photo mode, shall we? Okay, so new photo mode, left mouse button to take photos, tab to show settings. So this is the original, or this is like the, and then R to enable decoupled camera. Okay, we've now decoupled the camera. How do I rotate the camera? Oh, with the middle mouse. Okay. There's my engineer. Yeah, wearing the old helmet. Looks pretty nice. Alright, so Pioneer. So this is like the different poses and stuff. Very, very cool. Yeah. He's a little floaty, but it's okay. Hide Pioneer. Look into camera. Oh my gosh, that was like a horror movie. Hold on. Okay. I was like, are we gonna go like The Exorcist and freaking go all the way around, but no. That is like a horror movie though. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the character's actually moving. Okay, they're not just snapped into the pose like that. Okay, cool. So now there's a lot of cool things. So we can do image, we can do color corrections, all this kind of stuff. A lot of this stuff I don't understand. I know some of it, but not everything. Like we can go bloom. Blinded by the light. Good lord. Oh, so you only have a limited range. Yeah. Okay, cool. Chromatic aberration. Nah, I freaking hate it. Then we get to Vignette, so we can make the Vignette, so we can make really old-timey looking photos. We do film grain, make it look even older if we like. Filter strength. Oh, there is no effect filter. Okay, I haven't set it yet. Ugh. Wow. Apparently we're back in the 90s, or the 80s and 90s. Okay, it's like a painting. This was one of the cool ones that I really liked. It's like we're in a dust storm. Bloom does nothing here. Comic. Ooh. Everything's cell shaded. Oh, imagine if you could play the game with these filters on. That would be cool. Oh. It's like an old TV. The VHS. I love it. Crosshatch. Outline. Very nice. I do like that. There's some cool stuff in there. Of course, exposure. Oh, that means we could do all kinds of cool stuff with screenshots. And then saturation. Oh, dude. You know, if you guys watch some of my, or look at some of my thumbnails and stuff, a lot of the thumbnails they look very colorful a lot of the time. It's not the most recent ones, but a lot of them look colorful. That's because I upped the saturation by a heck of a whole lot, because the game is kind of drab, I guess you could say. So yeah, when I go and do color, or when I go and do saturation on my thumbnails, I'll usually up the saturation by about 50%, 50% to 75 or so. So instead of getting this image, like if we were to look at this, instead of getting this image, you'd probably get like this image here. You get a little bit more color in the background. Everything looks nicer. I try not to go too crazy with it. And yep, contrast. Contrast also gives you the more color, stuff like that. But if you do too much, you can end up making the image very pixely. And then tint. Ooh, I like that. I love this. So many cool options. Oh. Oh, if we click the X, it goes back. Like a roll. Ah, we do some really cool stuff with that. We do autofocus. We do manual focus if we want to blur out the. Yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff. Set focus. So if I'm looking at the engineering here. Yeah, that is kind of focus more on that. So this is where the focus distance would come in. Focus directly on the engineer and then blur everything else. Yeah. Oh, we got the grid. Crop. There's some cool stuff in here, man. And then we've got the dolly system. So now this is a way where you could take like really cool shots and stuff like that. Where you could basically just have basically you put the camera on a dolly and that dolly then automatically moves. Okay, so let's set all this back to autofocus. And then, yeah, we could do the tracking as well. I imagine we could set tracking on certain things. Just playing with this photo mode is gonna... I'll be here all night. I will be here all night. Just doing this. So if we do our start point, like here. Then we go back to the engineer. And set our endpoint. Then we hit play. Oh! Let's see, duration. We make the duration last longer. Ease in, ease out. Oh yes, the ease in and ease in and out. Yeah, so ease in and out, so we can kind of take different shots. So we could do really cool stuff like this when we want to show off a build in my world here. Dude, there's so many cool things that you can do with this. Oh, I could set my tracking point. Stop this for a minute. So what if I just set tracking point there? Okay, so that just changes the rotation. Okay. So the tracking point, we can just turn that off. So then you get the kind of really nice rotation. And we can hide the camera settings, hide the UI. Oh, I like this. Dude, that is really nice. Okay, so then if we wanted to say set a tracking point like here, I think this is how they did it. So set start point and then I guess we could set start point, set the end point as well. So you can kind of rotate around. And we can kind of focus on, like a helicopter, you know, kind of focusing on a central point. Really, really nice. So you could do some really cool stuff with that. Well, now that this video is 2 hours long, let's go ahead and call it here, shall we? We're gonna go ahead and call it here. So next time we'll be back to building, but with some of the new pieces and stuff. I definitely wanted to check out all the stuff that was in the new update. This is really, really nice. I've enjoyed it so far. Very cool. Very, very cool. But unfortunately, I have wasted enough of your guys' time. So we're gonna, yeah, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. So again, next time we'll get started on that factory, the encased industrial beams factory, and stuff like that. So, yeah, and we'll go ahead and call it here. So, yeah, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.